Hey everybody, I thought I would get back on here because my cooking video of the zucchini and cottage cheese went crazy. Everybody likes that recipe slash video. So I thought today I would get on here and tell you what I'm having for lunch today because a lot of people are looking for, this may not be a quick lunch, but this is a very filling lunch and an easy one to do if you have all the components already done, right? So that's what I'm always looking for. I'm always looking for something quick, healthy, easy to make. And especially when I'm home. Now, if I was working, this is something that I probably would have done on Sunday and have it all ready to go in a container for me to take to work. So there is a way that you can food prep this as well. So today what we're going to be doing is I already have a lot of the stuff prepped. Now, because I grabbed the wrong oil, there is 1 tablespoon of avocado oil in here. Now, I really wanted olive oil, but Amy grabbed the wrong one, and by the time it was out, you can't put it back in. So we're using avocado oil. I already, this is ground chicken, so I already cooked this chicken, so it's all ready to go. We're going to have some quinoa, and I already cooked the quinoa, so this is a 1/2 cup dry. So a 1/2 cup dry equals a lot when it comes out. So, and a lot of people will say, oh, I don't like quinoa. Try it. Look, Tom didn't like quinoa either, but he does now. So you can't knock it till you try it. So if you haven't tried it yet, go ahead. It's very easy to make. And again, I get it at Aldi. Let me see here. It comes, this is a Simply Nature organic one. This is an easy one to make. You just pop it in some water, 15 minutes, done. And it just gives it's just a nutty flavor. Like a lot of people will say, well, what does it taste like? Well, it's just like a nutty flavor. I really like quinoa and I like to put it in a lot of different recipes. So also the next thing you're gonna be raising your nose about is mushrooms. So the base of my vegetable will be mushrooms. So we're gonna turn this on. And a lot of people will say, I don't like mushrooms either. Well, guess what? Tom didn't like mushrooms either, but again, he gave it a try. Sometimes in our life, we just say we don't like things because we don't want to give it a try, but you have to give it a try because there might be so many different vegetables out there that you absolutely adore, but you're saying, I don't like them. Well, how do you know you don't like them? If you didn't try them, how do you know you didn't like them? So mushrooms really don't have much of a flavor, right? It's what you put on them that gives them the flavor. So again, that was a tablespoon of avocado oil because I chose the wrong one. The mushrooms are about 12 ounces of mushrooms. So I weigh everything because someone said to me that I should start telling you what I'm putting in this. So here we go. So it's a tablespoon. I would use olive oil. Don't use avocado. Just because you can, but I like the flavor of olive oil better. And it's about 12 ounces of the mushrooms, okay? But my spices, I just do not, measure. And a lot of people say, well, how much? Look, just measure. I mean, just dump. Whatever you think, however you feel. And then you'll learn from there, I mean, I'm going to say it's probably not more than a teaspoon, but and maybe a teaspoon and a half. I don't know. But I like these seasonings from Aldi. I showed these before. So as we're frying these mushrooms, I am just going to add some of these seasonings because, like I said, mushrooms don't have much of a taste. So those of you naysayers that say you don't like them, how do you know? Because they don't really taste like anything. So why don't you try them? So we're going to put that on there, and I might add just a little bit of this one, Oh My Garlic. I'll put that on. Like I said, just dump, because it's going to be a big thing. So you're not going to, if you put too much on, it's okay. If you don't put enough on, that's where you're going to miss the flavor. And because they don't have much of a flavor, you want to have some flavor. Now, you all could probably just fry like I had a pound of ground chicken. But I wanted to weigh out what I needed to eat. So normally what I would have done, I would have sauteed the chicken and the mushrooms together to give that a really good flavor. So I'm just going to saute my mushrooms right now. So I like onion powder, and then of course I like a little smoked paprika. So really whatever you want to put on is okay, because a lot of people always are asking me that. I'm like, I don't know, what seasonings do you use? Whatever seasonings you use is what you're going to want to use. Just because Amy yours uses that doesn't mean that you're going to like that. We like different flavors in our food and different seasonings. Now, I did get some fresh herbs. Today I'm going to add, and here's another one. Don't give me that stink eye too. I'm going to add a little cilantro. I like cilantro. Tom does not like cilantro. And a little bit of fresh parsley, because I think fresh parsley is really healthy. And I've heard, a friend of mine always said that, eat fresh parsley, it is so good and healthy for you. And I don't buy those things because I don't always use a whole lot of that, so I'm trying now to do that. So someone else was telling me that one of their staple seasonings was parsley, and I thought, I'm going to get some fresh parsley. And I do like cilantro. Yes, I'm probably the only crazy person that does like fresh cilantro, but I do. And I was going to try my microphones out that my son-in-law gave me today, and I forgot that too. Because I noticed on the last video you couldn't hear me as well as I thought. So what we're going to do is we're just going to saute these mushrooms. And you know, the thing is, they'll shrink down a little bit too. And that's what you're thinking. That's a lot of mushrooms, I know, but they'll shrink down a little bit too later on in the week. I hope it's not tomorrow, but stay tuned, because I'm going to do another cottage cheese recipe. We're going to kind of do these lunchtime videos. I know a lot of people aren't on, but yet there's a lot of people that rewatch them and are looking for quick, easy, different lunches. Now this is a big lunch for me, but I will have no problem eating it. So we're going to let this just see how they cook down. They're already starting to cook down. And when I do my next one with the next cottage cheese one, we're going to do spinach. So you're going to be shocked at that as well, because I know what people are going to say. Oh my gosh, that's a lot. Well, just wait and see. And so I already washed and just cut up my parsley and my cilantro together. So I'm just going to put that in there. Now, a lot of people wait to the end. I know, you do. But I want to get those flavors in my mushrooms. I just don't want it to be like a garnish. I want it to get those flavors. I want the mushrooms to absorb the taste of the cilantro. But cooking mushrooms does not take a whole lot of time, and they already have cooked down. And it's so funny with Tom liking mushrooms now, because I've said to the girls, how many years did we want mushrooms on our pizza? But no, Dad didn't like it, or we'd have to get half or whatever. But now he likes them because he tried them. That's what I'm trying to say. Try something before you say, I don't like that. All right, so our mushrooms are cooked down now enough. I got this all in my hands. So I'm going to re-add now my chicken. We eat a lot of chicken, well, a lot of ground chicken. Tom really likes that. I'll make chicken patties and all that kind of stuff. He likes ground chicken. He's not a big fan of like chicken breast or things like that, even though this is probably just ground down chicken breast. I don't know. But anyway, there's a method to all our mayonnaises, right? So we're just going to mix that all together. This is the first time I ever did this. This is me just throwing something, ideas together of foods that I can eat and just trying to make something different. Now we're just going to add in the quinoa. And I'm just going to mix that all around now just to heat it all together. I love quinoa. I love it. And if you haven't tried that too, I say you need to really try it. But this is just a nice, easy lunch. And like I said, this is my lunch. Okay, this is a lot, but this is my lunch. And if I was working, this would have been done on Sunday. That's what I said. You can food prep healthy meals for your whole entire work week if you take a little time over the weekend. You know, so then it's in there. You just grab and you go. This is better to grab and go this than you go to Wawa and grab something there, right? So that's it. This is my chicken, ground chicken, quinoa, and mushroom lunch. And I'm going to have some avocado on the side. Now, if I would have thought ahead, which I didn't, I would have got some fresh salsa, and that would have been really good with this as well. Now, I could put a couple dabs of hot sauce on there, but, you know, we'll see. Tom's a big hot sauce person. He loves hot sauce, you know, but if I eat too much, then it's too hot. So, anyway, there's my lunch. And like I said, I'm going to pair it with an avocado. Quick, easy lunch. Again, just so you know what I did, 1 tablespoon of avocado oil, which I wanted olive oil, but I grabbed the wrong bottle. Then it was 12 ounces of mushrooms that I sliced. It's 5.5 ounces that I use. You can use whatever. This is just what I use because someone said to me, why don't you tell us what you're using? Then I used 5.5 ounces of cooked ground chicken already. And then it was, so when you make quinoa, you do it dry. So it was 1/2 cup dry. So whatever that makes is what you do. I think it's like 1.5 cups or something like that. And that's it. That's it. It's all done. That's what I'm having for lunch today. That's probably, I'll redo this all over again on Friday for lunch. And that's a quick, easy meal. And like I said, be adventuresome. Try something new. We don't always have to keep eating the same old things, right? We don't. There's so many glorious foods that God has made for us to eat, right? You know, not the processed crap that we love, but all these good foods that we can eat. This is a really good lunch. Quick, easy, healthy. You have your fats, you have your protein, you have your carbs. It's just a really good lunch. So don't be afraid to try new things. Don't be afraid to try quinoa. Don't be afraid to try mushroom if you've never eaten mushrooms, because they really are good. You might be surprised because, like I said, they take on the flavor of what you have. So anyway, that's what I'm having for lunch today. Stay tuned because later on in the week, I'm going to do, I don't know when that's going to be. I wonder if that's tomorrow. Let me see. No, that's not tomorrow. Okay, so it's probably Thursday. I'll probably be back on and I'm going to be doing another cottage cheese recipe because people seem to have liked these cottage cheese recipes. So I'm switching from doing lunchtime meals instead of dinner time meals. So because I'm eating a lot more different things at lunchtime. All right, everybody, I hope you have a wonderful and blessed day. Reach out because I've had people reach out to me if you didn't hear what's in there or what the amounts. But again, experiment. Make it yours. I just created this. This isn't a recipe. This is just something in my mind that I thought, well, I need to eat chicken and I want to try have mushrooms and I want to eat quinoa. Now you could put rice in here. You know, like brown rice. We eat a brown rice and quinoa mix. We could have put that in there. I probably could have put chickpea pasta if I wanted, right? Or whatever. I probably could have sauteed some sweet potatoes in there as well. That would have been really good. See? You can recreate and do all of these different things. All right, everybody. I hope you have a wonderful day. Enjoy.